Hello, everyone. I'm Jesus, and welcome to the next episode of The Road to Old School MTG. So, this is a package opening video. This is the first package opening of March 2024. It's just one envelope, but there's two cards here, should be two cards here, and they're decently significant where I felt it warranted its own video. I do have another package coming in as well, but that one is just nothing big. So I'll just show you the order of it, just so you guys know what I pay for and what's coming, what I am getting in transit. Actually, might as well show this as well, since it does technically count as me getting new cards. So this is just a stack of just um, common cards, or at least, well, they're not all commons, but bulk magic cards, which I got from Days Time Warp, um, the local game shop, and they're starting to get more old school things for the old school players there. So every now and then I go through their bulk um, box and just get random stuff. So I very much may not play with any of these cards here, but they're 25 cents a piece, and it's just basically rounding off my collection, just getting things that maybe I might need in the future, things like that, right? So I'll just show you this as well, since we're opening up brand new stuff. So this one, let me open this kind of now because it's a rainy day, and actually I got this and it was a little wet. But it's in a top loader, so hopefully no water issues. Um, yeah, let me just open it up. So this is from a private sale from Facebook. Necropotence, and there's a card behind, and that's the main one. But okay, at least I can see right now there's no damage from the water. All right, so that's good. Okay, so that's why there's no posting of this, no order for me to show, and I don't want to show the personal messages, but it's just from a person on Facebook, which I have met a few times, and well-known player in the community, just selling some cards. The Necropons is basically, I just wanted to have it for potential use in any Alice decks. That's the main one that I wanted to show. Mirror Universe. In foreign. Seems Italian. Okay, just double checking if there's not two cards, which there shouldn't be. Okay, yeah. All right, so let me take it out. This is, wow. Yeah, very nice. A little, okay, it's a um, little line there. But, that's just normal wear and tear. Other than, it's a small thing. The card looks great. So this is, I guess you could say, light plate. Yeah, we'll call this light plate. I think he wrote it as medium plate. Moderately plate, I mean. But yeah, wow. Sorry for the glare here. So a very nice looking mirror universe. So the point of this particular card is, for me purchasing it, is there's been the deck builds that have used a single mirror universe in it. First of all, I always love the card. I think it's an awesome card. Um, but I could never justify it because it's so niche, and like the English version in particular is like, of course, it's going to be more expensive because this is English. But then this one I saw online. I was not looking for it at all, but I'm part of the Facebook group of cards for sale, old school cards for sale, and then this particular player was selling some cards, and then I purchased these two. So 83 and then 18 for this. It just rounded off to 100. Shipped, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. The Necropons, let's see. Yeah, this one is minty. I think, yeah, it was posted as mint. or near mint. Well, mint, near mint, right? Cannot really, hardly anybody says it's mint nowadays. Yeah, it looks great. So this is actually my first necropons. Yeah, nice. So as a lot of you may know, I technically started in revised, but like I just bought like 2 packs, I think, ever, and then I got some gifted some cards when I was a kid. But when I really got into Magic was during Ice Age, and of course this card was just so awesome. I think I had one back in the day, but then whatever, I either sold it or um traded it, whatever. But I didn't have any anymore, and I wasn't making any black decks for Alice, right? But now I have been getting more and more cards for that for the format, and uh, in general, I was also getting more black as well. So such an iconic card. Since the player was selling, a bunch of random stuff, I figured just kill two birds with one stone, and now I have this is the main one, of course. Like such an awesome card, Mirror Universe, very nice condition. So I do thank the player for the sale, and now I can. So I don't play the deck because I am intimidated by it. Um, Plus, since I'm, like I would be so new to playing it. In fact, I don't think I've ever played the deck. Whenever I played the deck, I've made changes to it to kind of like make it my own and to not make it so, like make it a bit more palatable for my opponent, right? And to make it easier for me as well, right? Because I don't think I definitely am not a strong enough player to pilot it the way it should be. But like I said, there has been more recent builds that did have the one of Mirror Universe, and the deck historically has had Mirror Universe in it as well, right? So it's not like it's like a brand new development or anything. But it fell out of favor for a while, but now it's falling back into favor. At least that's what I'm noticing. And what might as well just get an awesome card while I'm at it, right? And this is so niche, and I don't anticipate me getting any more. I like to, in general, like to get playsets of stuff, but this is the one of is most likely all I'll ever going to need for that. Necropons, though, I may want to get more. I definitely want to get more of these. This I may want a full playset of. All right, so $100 between these 2 cards from the private sale. Thank you. All right, so since this pack is here, let me show you this. So first of all, they were selling a beta healing salve for $3, and it's in like pretty, yeah, honestly, it's like light play condition, very nice condition. And then if you see in my, okay, so it has a little bit of a lip at the edge there, but honestly, very nice, very crispy, bold colors. So yeah, I have a alpha one, which I got just randomly from a sale as a gift. Uh, so since this is kind of like my pet card in somewhat more recent times, I put it for my Ernemgeddon deck or Batumgeddon deck, because I felt this was pretty for what I needed it, against red decks or against aggressive decks, and to protect my creatures. I felt this kind of dealt with all those different scenarios, right? So let's say uh, a blue elemental blast, right? So destroys red. Okay, but what if red spells? Okay, but what if the side blast means that, right? So that's a blue spell. Or what if just during normal creature damage, like blue blast, unless the creature's, I mean red blast, unless the creature's blue, or or whatever other color is supposed to be, that targets it. It's very, it's an awesome. Of course, the red blast and blue blast are awesome cards, old school staples, but they're they're very specific. This is just more broader, and then I personally liked it. And then I was having I think I even had at least 3 in the sideboard for a while, maybe even a full playset, and it won me games. so, uh, so that's why when I saw this, I'm like, okay, let me just pull the trigger on that. So I may just get 2 more just to finish off the black border healing salves. All right. So this is just random stuff. I may very well not play with any of these cards ever, but I couldn't fight the temptation, and they're revised, which is my preferred white bordered set, because as I said, I started in revise. And honestly, some of these have potential. Lands, definitely, I doubt I may play this. So a full playset. So some of these I may actually have. I'm sure I have a few of these. But I wanted to just, for my OCD, I just wanted it all within the same set and the same condition, right? So these are all light play, basically. Near mint to light play. 4 lances, 4 red wards, 4 green wards, 4 white wards, 4 black wards, 4 blue wards. Another playset of disenchant, only because like I play so much. It's kind of like Mishra's Factory. I ended up getting a second playset. And then I've been noticing disenchants are kind of like the same thing is happening, where I'm like needing them so much between different decks. I might just do a full playset of additional disenchants. 4 floods, just to have. And I wanted to get 4 of these, but I only noticed 3. And then just a random white knight, just for either a singleton deck or whatever. But I notice every now and then I need some of these weenies, these playable weenies for whatever it is that I'm doing. So I mean, just as I was looking through the bin, old school bin, honestly, these wards are decent. Well, of course, some are better than others, right? The blue ward, I doubt it will get much action, but the black wards, let's say you're playing white weenie. If you're playing against black, that's like, like it's huge. You basically, like you just attack with impunity, but they also attack you back, right? This is probably one of the better things you can do. Just put a black ward on one of your creatures. Basically, you turn another creature into a white knight, and then just attack. Yeah. Right? Or maybe if you're going up against another white weenie, right? So honestly, there's potential there. And then of course with the enchantment alteration, and it's just 1 blue as well, right? So these are all just 1 mana spells. The floods, not counting the disenchant, but everything else it's only 1 mana. So it's just something random that I thought about. Like I said, it may or may not ever be put to use, but I just wanted to have these just to have them in case I ever needed them. All right, so now the final thing I'm going to show, just to wrap it up, because I don't want to make a whole video just on this because it's not worth it. But I want to show what I have here, or what's in transit already. All right, so I did order a playset of Artifact Blast, and since I've done it, that was for a new deck that I was creating. It was basically a Goblin direct damage deck, and then I wanted Artifact Blast to counter Trikes in particular, right? Because the Trike, and that ended up happening as I was testing the deck. I didn't have the Artifact Blast yet in my sideboard, and then I just happened to be playing against a player who had Trikes in their deck, and then yeah, you cast a Trike, he 3 for 1 me every time he casts a Trike, right? And then he killed 3 uh of my goblins. So yeah, it's just, so now I've that deck I took all the goblins out is actually it's a creatureless deck now. So I these like so I have no direct use for these anymore, even though they're in transit. But this is a very strong card, very unique card. So, and I've been wanting to have a playset of these for a while, right? So it's still okay that I'm getting them anyway. So red basically counters an artifact for 1 red. This can be this is a lot of times this is even better than a shatter because, well, first of all, it costs less, of course, right? but a lot of times the damage is already done when the artifact hits the board, like a trike. You're not going to shatter a trike that has no tokens, right? Or at least you're most likely not to, right? Unless there's some kind of an effect of some kind happening, right? And if it's the board, like that thing is hard to deal with. And then it'll always ping you even if you do destroy it, right? So the best thing is to not even allow it to fall into play. All right, so then basically I got this order for like $2 each, just because I wanted near mint. But I also saw them for like $1, right? So this is actually I was overpaying a bit just because I wanted it all from one seller. This is the only seller that was selling 4 of them. Other people were selling for cheaper, but I didn't have the full playset. And then between the shipping and then the hassle, I figured, okay, just give me the, even though I'm paying a bit more, at least I'm getting the full playset straight up from one person. All right, so this is coming up, but this is just a cheap card playset. So but I did wanted to show what's coming, so that way, just for full disclosure and for me to not have to make an extra video just for that, right? Because it's definitely not worth it. But the main thing here, definitely Necropons, but of course, this awesome Mirror Universe. I've been wanting this for a while, so I'm very happy that I pulled the trigger on this one. I thank the player again for the sale. Thank you guys for watching.